Alright guys, welcome back. Turn 16. Hey, look at that. The quest here at Wingy Stan has completed in the off turn. Very nice. I will take the reward. Oh, look at how this happened. There was a runestone of Cold Fury here, and the quest reward just plopped down there. So now we can't take it as a group. What? That's kind of crappy. Omen of the Dove, Cosmic Happening. Okay, well, we're already all at war. We're in locked teams, all 4 players. But physical damage is reduced by 3. Okay. We've met the hostile Eldrion. This is the last, the other 4th player. Metheldaen. Let's take a look. You are a high elf druid with the Air Mastery and Expander. So Air Mastery, that if you're kind of new to the game, does open up the option for the Air Elemental in the later, well, mid to late game, I guess. Okay. Oh. So that's he's in the void, this player. I just noticed that. It does pay to look at diplomacy, guys, because you can catch this sometimes. That means he's in the void. That means his leader has died. That means he could be quite vulnerable. Well, keep that in the back of your mind. Let's clear this remaining junk, and Cherub is ready. Okay, let's do the scouting first. Let's start with the scout. The Cherub down here in the corner. It looks like the souls have given up pursuit. That's good. And then this is how we met that player that we just saw. Okay, he owns this. I'm not sure if this was a vassal last turn. I feel like it might have been. So now what? He's absorbed this? Let's take a look. Can we reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8, 9? I mean, yeah, we can. We should probably attempt it. Yeah, that is faster by 1 point. Okay. Wait, this is not going to happen. Oh, there's another one over here. Look at that. But the warg is sitting here. Do you think he spotted? Well, obviously he spotted us. It kind of makes sense, right? He must have brought the warg out and spotted us. We should take a look here. That hasn't been cleared. Is it empty? Before I move here, what's going through my mind, guys, is I mean, this is a one-way trip. So we could capture it. Maybe it does. Is it worth capturing? That's the question. You have a warg. If he only has the warg, see, the trick here is, say it is undefended. We can summon another cherub. Now we have 2 cherubs. Will he be able to defeat us? It's actually, he has a low melee strike. It's exactly the same. But he has first strike. But we have 2 units. I mean, we can kind of flank the warg, right? So there is that. I guess it is kind of worthwhile. I'm thinking that that would be worth it. It does look undefended. What? No, he's playing a high elf druid. I mean, he doesn't have any kind of a stealth unit that could be here. So it looks pretty guaranteed. Man, can we really manage this? There's also an inn here. Look at that. But we're so poor. We could summon a cherub and then hire out at the inn mercenaries and then really bolster the forces here. I mean, I think we're going to go for it. That is huge. Now, well, it's certainly not his throne city. You don't see the class, you would see a giant tree here for the Archdruid. guess we summon again. Can actually summon right here. I don't see anybody else. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll... Can we source the gold and really secure this thing? Maybe. 150 gold. Now the Swarm Darter would be... Isn't this even better? The Swarm Darter is the best unit here. You have a wall, right? 140 gold. Let's come back to this. We kind of... And then the other thing is, like, are we going to raise it or what? We are going evil. I mean, we could certainly do it. We could also just vassalize it. That's true as well. I'm not sure. Let's come back to this at the end. I'm not sure how we want to do this. If we can source the gold, we need 140 gold. Keep that in the back of your mind. Let's jump over here. Now this is getting kind of dangerous for this player, Talion, because apparently his leader has died, and that's undefended, but that is not his throne. Basically, the way you lose in the game, if you're new to the game, your leader must be in the void, and then if your throne city is captured, because, you know, after 3 turns of being in the void, you will respawn at your throne city. Anyways, this is kind of obvious that we should take here. We should probably raise that. That's kind of a no-brainer. It's probably not worth defending. Where do you think his throne is at? That looks like a berry bush. Well, what kind of bush is it? I can't really see. I can't make it out. Could even go like this. I mean, if it's a berry bush... It is. It's a hasteberry bush, so we should make our way for it, I think. Looks like he died here. Look at that. See how there's an item sack here? But that means here's something you guys can, like, you know, learn about this. When your leader dies, your leader keeps all the items that he or she has on, you know, on her person. If an item sack is ever dropped, it's because a hero has fallen, or, you know, somebody manually dropped something. So it looks, you know, this is kind of, you can kind of glean information from this. His leader has died. We know this from diplomacy, but he probably also lost a hero here. This is a necromantic circle. Anyways, okay, so, and look, there's a, let me remind myself. That could be his throne city. He could be in big trouble here, but, you know, even if you're in the void, you have access to the city. You can produce. Now, we have one more cherub in the underground here. Now, I'm not seeing sswdidi had a prospector, a dwarven prospector around here, but he didn't come up. How do we want to do this? Maybe we poke our head up this way, then come back. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do this. Haunted Boneyard. What else is up in here? Nothing. Hit the berries, and then maybe we make our way this way. There's some gold. Okay. I kind of wanted to pull it back this way anyways, so we'll go like this. Boom. We're going to swing around this way. There's a good chance sswdidi, his city is back in here. So, good. Okay, that's out of the way. And then this is kind of awkward, right? And then we have these guys. So are we really hitting this? This is kind of a question. We have a knight. We have a very powerful knight. We can pair it with the martyr. How wise is that? See, I don't have enough experience doing this. To me, this is a little risky. 35% reduced. Also, our physical damage is lowered. What? I mean, theirs is as well, but... Okay. But the fire is still coming through big time. The issue here, I think I mentioned last turn, is if we put our hero with the knight, with the martyr will prioritize absorb pain on the hero. That is not what I want. I want absorb pain on the charger. So the way we could game it is put these two, isolate them together. Isolate them. But the question is, do we put them on the flank so they start a bit closer, or do we want them in the back? We probably don't want them in the back. We probably do want them on the flank. The fear is, this guy's going to run in really fast, and then the ranged units are trying to catch up from the back. And then, how much damage is he going to take? I mean, we have absorb pain. What if we even lose the martyr? That's possible. The martyr will be soaking the damage. So, I mean, okay, we're not going to lose him, but we could lose the martyr. Isn't that kind of wild? And then if I put the ranged units on the flank, now they're starting closer. Now this guy's walking up. They're getting splash damage. So they get hit with the splash damage. We're not killing them quickly enough. What the heck? I don't know where that crow went, man. I'm worried about, this player getting a crow back this way. Kind of keep all this. We're kind of jumping around, but I'm a bit hesitant. I don't know what we're doing. Did we pop down here? I don't think we did. Maybe we should do that. This thing ought to be cleared, but we really don't have... Well, I mean, we got the two chargers, we've got the martyrs. I mean, maybe we can do it. What was here? Like Draconians? We'll have to take a look. This needs to be cleared. Like, where are we going? We need to plan where we're going. There's a tomb here. I don't think... We're not going to be doing that. Although we do have a lot of spirit damage, don't we? But I think, my experience with the tomb has been... I think chargers are not so good there. I always seem to lose my chargers. And then we're going this way. Over here, okay. We certainly don't need a road there. I'm gonna build a road here. And we're gonna pop down the cave. Now we have terrible vision range. There's a city right here. Go to do this. We can meet them. They are hostile. The hostile village of Clesk. Draconian village. I mean, maybe this is priority now. we should just take this immediately. Should be no problem. Right, okay. We need to move the builder. Why does it want to build a road like that? What else is over here? There's a monster den. Oh, look where we're at. We're right here. Interesting. Interesting, and that's a haunted boneyard. Okay. I'm gonna build a road here. And then now we're gonna pop down. Now we can see, because we have night vision from our mount. The crushers with the overwhelm. I think we're gonna be okay here. We can leave the builder here. It's already out of move points, so who cares if it retreats. Now what about this thing? I think it's overkill. Maybe we use it for something else. Let's bring these guys up. This is fine, like, so they should move. That's a Baron's Hex. Don't we want to be... Do we have fertile plains to work with? We do. So that's fertile plains. Because the humans only dislike... We only dislike subterranean, we will get a kind of a concession amount of morale. It is worthwhile to do. I think we should do that. So we'll move these guys here. Look at all these quarries. There's a lot of flow rock quarries here. I think she would also get a morale buff, but we... Well, actually, that's true. Why do I want to, like, put her here? We can put her up here. Okay, and then any points? I didn't distribute... it's overkill, though. I didn't distribute the items. It's fine. This is honestly, like, overkill. Hopefully they do prioritize the cavalry, right? Oh man, you couldn't ask for anything better, right? Evolution, and then we also charmed one of their units. Let's go and watch this real quick. Ah, this guy didn't... What the hell? He just booked it for the this charm. Ran past this guy to take out the Flamer. Okay. Very nice. Migrate. I think we're going pure evil and we're migrating everything. We're migrating all the things this game. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. Now, the only thing is we don't have Earth. We have no Earth specialization, so we'll get mildly penalized for, you know, any cities in the underground. But like you saw, humans only dislike it, right? So it's kind of a mild penalty. We do not hate the underground. Now let's just position here. Like, how are we? Where are we going from here? Actually, the positioning here is kind of like iffy. We're a bit split up. But I think we're going to be okay. Go ahead and move this guy here. I think we should be extra safe and just all sit here. The fear is, like, in theory, if say somebody's down here and then they come out and attack us, they could attack the builder, and I do not believe it will include these two. So it is a way to, like, game it, the adjacent hex rule, right? If you attack the central hex, everybody would get brought in, but if you only attack the builder, this will not get brought in. I think. So positioning does matter a lot in this game. If we do take this, we have time to be getting another Civic Guard out, and then we certainly have time on this. Oh, actually, we're running out of time over here. 5 turns left. But there's our quest. It's right over here. So we have the time. Are we really doing this? Like, how stupid is this? Am I going to really lose our martyr? I do not want that. But if I don't do it now, when are we coming back to do this? Not for a very long time. This guy has no sprint? I mean, I guess maybe it just hasn't come in yet. He's not a high enough level. Like, what? Man, this just seems... I don't know how is this going to go. The knight rushes in. The knight gets into a brawl with this guy. Well, it's only 10 damage times 3, and then... This is very low. I mean... We get flanked, maybe, though. But then this is soaking the damage and reducing it. Like, for science, guys, what do you think? I feel like this is a bit reckless, but we'll see how this goes. Very likely. The spellcasting, I think it's too iffy here. I think, well, no, we certainly could. What spells does he have? He has Rain of Poison Blades. My fear is, well, wait a minute, 15. Oh yeah, he can certainly. My fear is he's going to go for this, and this is garbage, man. I need damage. So this, either this or... I think it's just guaranteed damage to have him run up. So here we go. And we lost this guy. That's kind of a classic, right? So how did this go? There's the Absorb Pain. That's actually not bad. But oof. instantly blown up. So no wonder this, you know... Wow. I mean, I'll take it, but it's not what I expected at all. I actually expected the knight to just book it in there, but he didn't. Well, in that case, we're definitely going for that. Thastrun has leveled up. Just hold off. Sit right here. This guy needs to come down. Oof. You know, in that case, I'm thinking, well, we really need to have a buffer here. Definitely bring this guy out a bit. 1, 2, and then 5. So we can do that. This is a little risky, but I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to bring this guy down. And then let's... we can cover him by bringing this guy up a little bit. And then actually bring the knight up. So again, you know, like talking about the adjacent hex rule for people who are kind of like unfamiliar. If something were to attack here, now how is it going to happen, right? An army of flyers, right? But it's not going to happen, right? If you attack here, only these will get brought in. If you attack here, only these get brought into the fight. So, okay. How worried are we about like a scout getting through this way? It would be a smart move from our opponents. But there's just no evidence for it, I think. So in that case, we should just do this. Right, sourcing the gold here. This slipped my mind, right? We said keep that in the back of your head. Well, we don't have it. And I could have prioritized an actual treasure site, and maybe we would have... Well, we got some gold here. Wait a minute, it's because... we could cancel this. Oh, shoot, I didn't even see this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did these guys come from? Oh, here, obviously. Wow, I didn't think about that. What items do we have here? This is some nice stuff. I don't really want to get rid of it. $40 gold. That's a lot of gold, actually. There's gold here. Hey, this guy has points. I didn't realize that. So when he evolved, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's too much. But I mean, I think we could pull it off. The question is, like, how worth it is it to be hiring a swarm darter over here? And then which action are we really taking? Am I really going to raise this, or do we vassalizing? 4 turns to vassalize. I have no idea. We know he has a settlement here. We have no idea where his army is at. Four turns. It could be a pain for... It is a city, right? So you get a pretty large defensive force here. And then you also have the farm. So that's going to grow it up to Metropolis, you would think, in a relatively short amount of time, maybe. So now you have a vassal down here giving us income. If it... Well, you could also plunder it. Oh, plunder it. You know, I very rarely plunder, guys. You know, it takes a long time. It is kind of a worthwhile investment. Like, if we can sink gold into mercenaries and then hold out. It's too bad we don't have access to Scorched Earth in this game. Oh, we had access to this, though. I don't have it, though. Get a darter, huh? I think it's worth it, guys. I mean... Four turns, though. I mean, we need to try to understand where he could have gone from here, but it's very hard to make out. He has a city back here, so that means he probably vassalized this. I don't think he cleared it, though I could be wrong. What if he sends an army up this way? How are we going to exactly hold out? Now the darter is, he's an elf. He's playing an elf druid, so the blight is actually very nice. Oops. You know, like, say we vassalize and then they're paying us. But if we plunder, look at that. That's a lot of gold. And then it's only a matter of time before this gets... Like, I cannot support this as a vassal. Doesn't it just not make sense? I cannot support it. But, like, at the same time, any mercenaries we hire can support, and then eventually we curry favor, maybe. But, like, we're going evil. I don't know, guys. Like I said, this is kind of... I don't do this. I normally don't plunder. The mana is kind of a lot. I mean, I'm going to pick this up. I think it's a good idea. Hopefully... Very nice. Sit right here. Hopefully this doesn't... You know, hopefully we don't get screwed here. Now, if I sold even more... At this point, we could get, like, maybe 80 gold. I mean, we can get more than that, but I think we'll hold off on that. Well, I didn't even cancel this, but now we're in trouble. No, I did cancel it. What? I did cancel. This guy needs to get out of here. What the... Boy. What do we... Like I have to run this way. It looks like. They can't get there. I think that's where this is probably pretty safe. We'll sit here. Now we're vulnerable. Could we attack the Warwick here? I mean, we could, but I think it's better to just stay in the wall. Raising city. Okay, think. So we vassalize, then we're sitting out here. I have no way to support it except with mercenaries. But see, the flip. Here's the other thing, guys. If I raise or plunder, all he has to do is just produce a new settler and then drop it here. So, like, the flip side of the argument is we have a vassal army here. He's locked out. He's going to have to build an army to deal with it. But the other thing about vassals is they will send a patrol out, and that's how you can beat them. They have a patrol roaming the domain, and then you catch the patrol. They're weakened at the core, so that's another way to do it. So it's not exactly as, against a smart player, it's not exactly as secure as you might think. Let's attempt this plunder. Now I wish I had this. Huh. If we take this guy out now, it's one less unit that we have to worry about. But we could lose our Cherub. We could even lose the Darter. Yeah, no, don't. So we're going to sit right here. Camp. Now, he could also hire... That's a little scary, too. What if he hires this thing? Wouldn't that be crazy? But we'll try it. We'll see how this goes. Man, and then we just don't have gold anymore. We just need a little more. This is not negotiable. How good is this junk? Like, maybe I should just get rid of this. I mean, surely we're going to get more gear as the game goes on, but I kind of like the, mountaineering. Nice. This is, I mean, that's good armor, but... to deal with these animals, we don't need martyrs. What we need is, like, some infantry here. Or just waiting on a fourth hero. Oh, no, we have this guy. But still, we need some more frontline. We do want some martyrs, I guess. Shit. Should I be selling that junk? Kind of bad at making these decisions, guys. This is actually good. Ha! That's actually very helpful for the underground. This is good stuff. This is, I mean... It's free, it's like free HP. Like, how is that not good? in a close encounter. Maybe we just take a breather here. We're not exactly like... Whoops. Okay, guys, I think that's everything. Be happy with this? And then we're raising that other thing. Yeah, I think we've covered it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next turn.